Greetings, gentle viewers, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Danganronpa, a game
Hooray!
full of happy thoughts, fun times, where nothing bad ever happens.
And if you find that game, we're probably not playing it.
We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the Opinionator.
And I'm We Square.
Alright, when we last left off, we were about to examine the dang laptop in the one place where there are no cameras.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still extremely suspicious about it because indeed it seems like everything... Because there's no way that Monokuma doesn't know that this room has no cameras and thus would be the sort of room that...
Where one would hide something like this.
But in any case, all we can do is go forward. It's just like Kyoko said. The display isn't on, but the laptop definitely has power.
So first of all, we have to wake it up.
Right. I started hitting random buttons on the keyboard because last time I checked, when you want to turn on a laptop, you just start hitting like WASD. And the display instantly began to glow a pale green.
That's blue.
In Japanese, they can be the same.
Okay, that's fair.
There were a bunch of different icons on the desktop.
Hey.
There, the icon on the far left.
What is it?
It says, alter ego, that's my line.
Alter ego. Alter ego literally means another self, I believe. So the question is, if there's something like that going on, are we, the students here at the Academy, the real students or the fake students? We spent all of last episode scuttlebutting, so this time we're just going to move on forward before we inevitably get interrupted and just continue to speculate anyway. In the field of artificial intelligence, it is not uncommon to create different aspects of a personality. Alternately, it could be the Chihaya alter ego. Could be something much simpler than we're making it out to be. You can consider it something like a pen name.
Makoto.
Could you let me see it, Makoto?
With that, Kyoko moved between me and the computer. She moved the cursor over the alter ego icon, and when she double-clicked it, narrating desktop motions! The screen suddenly went dark, and then a voice spoke to us. Master, you're here! Chihiro's face appeared, taking up the entire display.
It's a ghost! Buddha and sweet baby Jesus, save me! Calm down, it's not a ghost. Huh?
Then, what is it?
Anyway.
I'm sure if we just talk to it, we'll find out. It's an AI!
Yeah. Kyoko began to type, hands blurring across the keyboard. What are you? And then...
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I mean, we were starting to get pretty grandiose with this stuff last time. That's okay. I always get so embarrassed introducing myself. That voice, the tone and everything.
It's Chihiro.
I knew it.
Alter ego. I've heard about this kind of AI program, but I've never seen one for myself.
AI program?
It's how Chihiro earned his title of Ultimate Programmer.
Because he actually created an AI, although
Wow.
it would probably just be of himself.
Fair enough.
I mean, he would know his own personality better?
The AI lives in the computer, and by repeating different tasks, it gains knowledge and grows, bit by bit.
So, why then did it just suddenly turn on? Probably intentionally? It's like, what is it?
It might be set for sleep mode unless its camera spots something. No, but then it would have come on when we came.
Yeah, like what is it about the situation that caused it to activate when it did? Because remember all the other noises that it was making. And, I mean, it's quite plausible to think that Chihiro would have just left it with some sort of a timer, but he wasn't expecting his own death. On top of that, why would he have hidden it here when he did? Did he hide the laptop here?
That's a good question.
This whole situation is obscenely suspicious.
Apparently, Chihiro used a support vector machine and reinforced learning to develop it.
Whatever you say.
Eventually, he came up with a breakthrough in artificial intelligence design.
Support vector machine? Reinforcement learning?
It's true.
To put it simply, it's a learning method for computers.
I'll take your word for it, because I know nothing!
If you want to know more, just Google it, okay?
In other words,
But if this AI continues to grow, it will become more than just a piece of software to help people.
Hifumi, I do want to know more, but I can't Google it! Because we're trapped in here! Or are you just being meta?
Some say that an AI like this might someday replace people.
Oi! And that is why it is called alter ego? A fine choice then, I must say. It can create memories, have thoughts, and grow up. The process isn't much different from how humans work.
What was that? You said it could have memories and have thoughts?
If you were to raise your own AI that way, it would make perfect sense to refer to it as your alter ego.
I see.
A second, perfect personality that can never forget or grow old. That's what Chihiro created. That's alter ego.
Kyoko, how do you know so much about this?
Because I'm from the future, duh.
Why are you at this school again? What was it? I can't recall. Refresh my memory.
Are you okay with this?
Anyway, so he fixed a broken laptop and put his own program on there. That's what this means, yes? Then he brought the machine to this dressing room where the mastermind would not be able to see it.
But you know, all this about master and whatnot, yes.
No, just don't think about this Hifumi.
I believe I'm on fire. I thought you were only into 2D. Oh, wait, I guess she is 2D.
You mean he is?
Well, now technically speaking, this is the most excellent 2D possible. But he's a guy, and also it's a computer program.
I feel as if...
Oh, that aspect is no problem.
I mean...
That aspect?
It being a computer program is perfect.
Anyway, let's talk to him a little more and ignore what Hifumi's going on about.
Kyoko typed away rhythmically. Yeah, we don't want to engage Hifumi more than we have to on a matter like this. How much do you know about what's going on? Master only gave me a general idea, but I do know that things have become very grave. He found himself caught up in this without warning. Kyoko immediately shot out another question. Why are you here?
That's right.
Are you asking what Master had planned for me? Well, he wanted me to analyze the massive number of files stored on this laptop.
Excellent.
So, indeed, he was working with that laptop, trying to use it as a clue.
Right.
Though this laptop itself was provided to us
That's
by
true.
Monokuma at a specific time.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the files are related to the school, but the protection on them is surprisingly strong. So it's taking me a little longer than I thought. But here's what Master must have been thinking. The fact that the files are protected so tightly means they must contain some important secret. For example, perhaps the secret of this school. While I was busy struggling to make a sound, Kyoko pushed forward and asked her next question. How much longer until everything's unlocked? It's gonna be a while. But I'm definitely gonna do it, so you can just leave it to me.
I see.
So because of how long it would take, he designed alter ego to handle the workload.
Smart. It also means that the work remains uninterrupted even after his death. Once again, Kyoko typed quickly. This is very convenient for us because, again, we were not thinking that anything would happen to Chihiro for a while because he hadn't had a chance to do his tech stuff.
Right.
So this is a way to completely
Throw us off like that, sort
and
of.
circumvent it. Keep it up, but be careful not to let the mastermind notice you.
That's right.
Don't worry, I've got a secret plan already just in case. Actually, I can see what's going on using my built-in webcam, so if anyone suspicious shows up, I'll just scream for help real loud.
That's a plan.
That is a plan, I have to say. There is no way we can deal with this.
Yes, indeed.
That is fine during the day, but nighttime is a concern. Huh? Why? Can you, Celeste, the originator of the nighttime rule, remind me of the nighttime rule?
Are you okay with this?
What on earth is wrong with you lately? All you're doing is grunting, questioning, saying huh, and forgetting basic facts.
Well, no, that's pretty important and kind of not related to the nighttime rule, so to speak.
Anyway, all of our rooms are completely soundproof. Once we close our doors, he can scream as loud as he wants, but we won't hear a thing. Okay, then how about once it's nighttime, we each take turns guarding the dressing room?
That'd be really suspicious.
Because Monokuma would in no way find that weird.
However,
There's a good chance the mastermind would notice us all going in and out of the dressing room like that.
Well, then what can we do?
so then,
Once nighttime comes, I'll leave the door to my room open. That sounds like a horrible idea.
That
You should not do that!
is very courageous.
Then there's no way I can miss Alter Ego yelling.
But
But if you leave your door open all night, then
true.
there's a chance I may become a victim myself. I know.
Well, she's very confident about it, volunteering.
However,
But I'm not as weak as you may think.
I'm not really surprised by that.
I wouldn't go down without a fight, I assure you.
There was an undeniable strength in her voice when she said that. She was totally confident she would be okay. That confidence was somewhat similar to Byakuya's tone, but at the same time, completely not dickish. It had an entirely different feel, for sure. Like someone who'd been dropped onto a battlefield versus someone who'd been born on a battlefield.
Is she the ultimate soldier?
Maybe she is. Maybe she'll be sneaking around in a cardboard box,
Yeah.
throwing magazines for distractions. I felt like that was the fundamental difference. I was pulled out of my thoughts by the voice suddenly emanating from the laptop. Would you mind if I asked a few questions?
I wonder if we can spend free time with Alter Ego.
After all, I'm completely immobile, so if someone doesn't tell me what's going on and I haven't seen it, I don't know. I haven't seen Master for a while. When you got here, I thought it was him, but
Oh no.
is Master... For a split second, Kyoko seemed to not know what to do. But she recovered just as fast and quickly began typing. Her answer was clear, concise, direct. Chihiro is dead. Mondo killed him.
Okay then.
I see. To be honest, I knew all along. I knew the chances that Master would survive this situation were very low, so I was prepared for this moment.
Somehow I feel kinda sorry for her.
I can't even imagine how it must feel to lose your other self. It is a simple computer program. It does not have feelings.
Are you sure about that? Didn't you just say that it could have thoughts and all that other kind of stuff? Anyway, that's enough for today. If we linger here too long, the mastermind will start to suspect something.
And then Kyoko typed one last sentence. I'll come back later. Yes, please do. It's a promise, okay? Bye-bye. The AI seemed totally different from when we'd first arrived. He seemed upbeat. Was it just because he was following his programming, or could he actually have been worried about us?
Well,
could it be?
I mean, depends on how close to Chihiro's personality it was based on.
Yeah, because Chihiro was like, he was a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Also, there might, in some ways, Alter Ego is the real Chihiro. So if you look at it from now, he is.
Yeah.
So if you look at it from another perspective, then it's like, mwahaha, my doppelganger is gone. But I don't really buy that, but it is a possibility.
Herm! That's a weird word.
Dude, you just said Herm. Is everything okay with you? Did that come from your hair, or?
No?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if we might be able to get this laptop online.
If we could, that would be amazing, but we can't.
You don't know the Wi-Fi! Then we could call for help from the outside.
I'm pretty sure that if it was just a Wi-Fi password, that Alter Ego could figure it out. But this is just a dressing room. I don't think you can get online from here, but then again, I know absolutely nothing about any sort of modern technology at all.
Well,
Well, if we take it out of here and find somewhere that does have online access, because he would totally allow us to connect to the internet, wouldn't he? That's way too dangerous. The mastermind would find out in no time.
You know there would suddenly be a regulation about that.
Oh yeah, true.
Indeed.
This is no time for taking needless risks. For now, I'll monitor the progress of the file analysis. I'm confident we'll uncover some kind of clue once it's finished.
This feels like a detour more than anything else, but I suppose it can't be helped. And see, Celeste is complaining about potential progress.
That's true, but if Celeste is the mastermind's accomplice, then the mastermind will know about the laptop.
Right!
So,
If
if
the
nothing
mastermind-
happens to the laptop, wouldn't that kind of clear Celeste?
Not necessarily. He could just be allowing this to go on.
That's fair.
Just being aware of it. After all, at any time, all he's got to do is obtain it.
Yeah.
And if that is not the case, then Celeste isn't working with the mastermind, then, man,
Just a contrarian.
she really wants to stay.
Of course.
Well, for now, all we can do is wait for Alter Ego to finish his work.
You know?
So, should we get going?
It's true.
Indeed. Goodbye. We'll be back. I promise.
I have a feeling I know what Hifumi's next art project is going to be. Go forth, draw manga about Alter Ego. Come on, you dork, let's go.
Oh, okay.
And we all left the dressing room. As soon as we were out in the hall, Hina let out a joyful shout. Isn't it awesome? I ended up doing something totally awesome, right?
And it wasn't even a ghost!
And as if he'd been waiting for his cue,
Hina has gained enough experience to level up!
da-da-da-da! Or maybe I guess the better way to go would be that Dragon Quest noise, but I can't duplicate the Dragon Quest level up with my mouth. It ain't happening! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba!
What's the matter?
So, what was this awesome something?
Monokuma, oh my god!
What the heck?
You guys all seem in remarkably good spirits. Did something happen?
Absolutely nothing suspicious in any way happened. We didn't find anything out. That's why we all went as a group. It was just a coincidence.
I find your tone suspicious. Oh, keeping secrets? No fair! I demand an exclusive interview! Denied! Denied! Super denied!
Yeah, just because you demand something doesn't mean we have to do it. Probably.
Say what?
Do it? You mean like, do it?
Suddenly, I feel the need to cover my chest. Wait, what? What do you mean, do it?
This.
You gross! You said do it?
Are you 5?
Maybe!
What? You said it first! And we were just talking about going to the bathhouse. We haven't had a chance to relax in some time.
Huh?
Huh?
Well, the reasons should be obvious, right? Well, unfortunately, the bathhouse is not divided into men and women sections. So we decided to do rock, paper, scissors to decide which group would go first. Hino won the match for us, and that is why we are all so pleased. By the way, if you go and look on the cameras, you will find no corroborating evidence of this. Yeah! That's what happened. I'm good at rock, paper, scissors. Speaking of which... Okay, boys, why don't you head on back to the dining hall or something? We're gonna take a nice long bath.
Hey,
Aw, jeez, what are you gonna do, right? We lost, fair and square!
Well, ladies, shall we go? Celeste didn't hesitate coming up with the ruse, and her poker face didn't even flinch.
Queen of Lies.
So she and the other girls headed back into the dressing room.
damnation!
Nuts and damnation! We totally lost! Another day without getting to take my very first bath here! Yeah, but tomorrow for sure. You'll definitely get that bath tomorrow, right? Please?
Hey, he's got a shower!
Fair enough.
Okay, so should we head back to the dining hall now?
Hold on!
Yeah, I gotta eat just a little bit to make up for the shame of our loss. Stress eating.
Something strange here! Very strange!
You're always extremely strange. Why can't we just start to adapt to our daily life?
Don't you sass me with your back mouth.
Strange? What's strange?
What's strange is, this is the perfect chance for you to sneak a peek.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
That's...
Without a doubt.
You're absolutely right. I thought you were all about the 2D.
I love how Yasuhiro has just become so sarcastic lately. He seems to be pointing out all of everyone's quirks and reminding them, like, don't you really like donuts? It's about donuts. And I thought you were only into 2D. It's great! I love it! He is rapidly becoming one of my favorite characters. He is totally gonna die in like 30 minutes.
All of you need to shut up, sit down, and listen to what I have to say. An opportunity like this doesn't come along very often. It's the ideal setting of a man's fantasy.
A man's fantasy, eh? I was forced to ask myself, should I sneak into the bathhouse like Monokuma said? Or just go quietly, weakly, with no guts, slinking back to the dining hall? Let's go!
Oh, God!
With the man's fantasy burning in my chest, I decided to head back to the bathhouse.
Have fun in your man's fantasy!
Incidentally, thank you guys for the tip about this scene and the man's fantasy. As it turns out, though, we actually already had the item.
Yeah, we didn't have to, like, grind for it or whatever.
So we didn't have to do anything, but we were quite happy to hear about it. Well, guys, I say it's time to give people some motivations for murder.
By peeping on them? Have a smashing good time!
No, in all seriousness, we have to do this.
Okay.
We opened the door to the dressing room, silent as death, and peeked inside. It looked like the girls had already finished changing and gone into the bathhouse. This had all started as a lie, but apparently they decided to go in for real. Making sure it was empty, we quietly made our way into the dressing room. The forbidden land.
Oh my.
But
So they really are taking a bath. Is this what Celeste meant about lying convincingly?
Yes!
Mr. Hagakure, please refrain from pointless whispering. We're deep in enemy territory here.
So Hifumi is taking charge.
Just up ahead is the bathhouse, and there awaits a great dazzling passion.
Not only that, but if Hifumi takes charge, the two of us can credibly blame him for whatever ill results occur. Excellent! The perfect plan!
You couldn't pay me to spy on Sakura. I just know she would sense it in an instant.
That's probably what's going to happen then.
Nothing good can come of this, I tell you.
Yasuhiro, why don't you throw some cold water on us?
for serious.
Be careful, don't get us caught. If Ogre finds us, we'll be meeting up with Hades in no time.
That's what Billy said, yes. Hifumi, is your plan prepared?
Mr. Nagy, you're on point.
Right now, this is one of the only times that I've been here all fired up! May as well make the best of it.
Let's see what Alter Ego has to say. Any tips for peeping on the girls?
So, Alter Ego, you coming along?
Without a doubt.
What are you doing, Mr. Nagy? There are no fantasies in there. If you need to calm down, try counting prime numbers.
But you were just fantasizing about Alter Ego before. I'm just trying to bring our friend in on the game.
Pay attention to which perversion we're focusing on here.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. All about the 2D and everything, but as soon as we have the chance to, do something for real, you're not going to complain.
Well, we go now to face our death.
The question is the gang going to get a look, or is Sakura going to kill us? Or is the gang going to get a look, then Sakura kills us? I placed my hand on the door leading into the bathhouse. I opened it gently, inch by inch. I maneuvered my hand like a master craftsman to avoid making even the slightest sound.
A little further, and then...
On the other side of the thick, rising steam, I saw...
They're all dressed. Oh god, no. Wait, Toko's there?
No! I was still looking! Pretty amazing how Toko was
Did you
sailing
see her?
through the air.
I can't believe we survived.
Dots.
I'm not sure how to put it, but I always feel refreshed after a job well done.
He for me. Buddy! We're alive! And we won!
A 3D body isn't so bad in its nude state, I suppose. But still, I just can't believe it. Like, for serious?
How about that?
Ogre's a girl?
You hadn't known yet?
Maybe he just didn't believe it.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Well, if you look at the her front ways equipment, it was Titanic, like the rest of her.
Yeah.
Was this really okay, though? Well, I mean, I look too, so I guess I'm gonna have to say yes! Meanwhile, we heard the buzzing of busy voices growing louder. Our death! Our death is coming through this door.
Toko was looking straight at us after all.
Uh-huh. The girls had finished their baths and joined us in the dining hall with sticks and knives. Oh man, what a nice
This is
bath.
fine.
Getting a chance to stretch out and relax after all this time was a true pleasure.
Indeed.
Of course.
Normally, after a long bath, I like to have myself a nice protein coffee, but... Sorry, no time for that!
So in the end...
That's what I figured.
Huh?
Huh?
Actually,
We were just saying in the bath how it was about time for you to get up to something.
I guess it is time for the next motivation.
You're becoming predictable, Bear.
because
After seeing how happy we were, an evil little monster like you would never let that last for long. You're all so terrible to me.
You know, beating you up with words is kind of awesome.
Kind of cathartic.
Since we can't actually do anything to you, we may as well just cut you to shreds constantly.
My entire...
Everyone's so cold and mean. Even after I got presents for you all.
Presents?
Well now, well now,
Oh,
well now.
have I got your attention?
Just because you'll get really angry if we try to leave.
Then let's head to the gym where your presents await.
See ya later.
No questions, no dilly-dallying. Get a move on and everything will become clear.
I can't wait.
Oh.
What is it? What are you scheming this time?
This time he's gonna mess with us and actually give us something nice.
Maybe.
it would seem
He's probably going to repeat the same thing again, providing us with a motive to get things going.
Again? I don't want to. I don't want to do this anymore.
Me either. I'm like totally traumatized.
And stuff.
however,
It's okay. We have alter ego. I'm sure he'll find something that'll help us. So for now,
correct.
we have to just endure it, come what may.
I really doubt that anybody here is going to do anything. And I do think it's funny how Toko was in the bath.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Byakuya's on the loose, and he's probably not going to strike until it's something really, really good.
He's not going to strike while Genocide Jill's on the loose.
And he might still just be hiding out away from her. But I'm really worried about Zombie Taka. I mean, joking about it aside, it's hard not to joke about it. We dragged around a catatonic man all through the new floor.
I know. Maybe it is nice, like a present to motivate like people like Celeste to stay. Maybe preying on her psychoses.
With heavy feet, we made our way to the gym. But when we arrived, there was already someone waiting for us.
What?
To be kept waiting by the likes of you, rest assured if we had access to firearms, you'd all be dead.
You are my best friend, Byakuya.
BFFs forever.
One of these days, I am going to tie you up and throw you in a closet and never go in to check on you. Oh, Byakuya. Did Did you get here early?
Did you forget how to walk? Is that why you're late? It's simple. Right foot, left foot, right foot.
Oh, I get it. Can you walk just a little bit closer and I can show you both my right foot followed by my left foot? The same as always, I see. Her, on the other hand...
Still the same as always? Oh, she's back to her Debbie Downer self, huh? Thank God! I heard what sounded like a sneeze and she was back to her old self.
A sneeze, huh?
Lunch? So now she goes from manic to depressive whenever she sneezes? Seems kinda late to add that into the mix. Why does everyone keep making fun of me? I hope you all win the lottery and get hit by a bus.
So you want to give us great joy followed immediately by death?
Yeah.
Wasting that joy.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you want to say something mean, then you can talk, huh?
Anyway, it looks like everyone's
So
here,
then.
which means...
Oh, Kiyotaka is here, huh?
I guess someone grabbed him, or he just came on his own.
Okay, so every time it's been this, so this has got to be the motive scene after all, but...
Yeah, it looks like everyone's here, so then, let's get started!
What?
Come on, out with it. What kind of motive have you prepared for us this time? Whatever you subject us to, we will not break.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. We're not gonna lose to you ever again!
You don't have to get so defensive. Calm down. I've decided to change things up a bit this time. Up till now, I've been using the whoosh of the north wind to get you all moving.
No comment on any of that.
But sometimes you gotta use the sun to light a fire under someone's butt.
Without further ado, I give you...
So he is really super cheerful. So this is either going to be nothing or the most horrible thing of all time.
Yeah.
this! $10 million!
What?
I've prepared this graduation present for whichever lucky student makes it out of here alive.
Okay.
That could really work on some people, I suppose.
What do you think? It's $10 million bucks! 10 million smackaroos!
But who would really believe that they would get it?
I mean...
I'm not even sure that he's ever going to let anybody go at all.
Yeah, that is the premise that they've all been operating under, is that he'll uphold his end of the bargain. But, well, he hasn't ever lied to them.
Just the idea of placing your trust in this guy to deliver on his promises that do not involve your death.
Right?
I don't know. Maybe he'll do it. Presumably, if you ever find out, then that means that you've gotten a game over.
I mean, if you ask me, what would be the ultimate despair? The fact that you murdered all of everyone there with you and still don't get to leave or get the reward you promised?
Or the fact that you do.
That I think that kind of depends on the person and how well they would be able to emotionally metabolize the trauma of being responsible for everyone's death.
Emotionally metabolized like it's food.
Nom 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 nom.
It's like totally wowie, wow, wow, am I right?
Never say that again.
So that's the motive you've prepared, is it? $10 million is...
It's not nearly enough.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing. Look, we all know what's going to happen. I am going to say that I think this is a piss-poor motive.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm going to get excoriated in the comments by everybody who thinks that this is a perfect motive.
Right?
Then half the people here are going to complain about why this is a terrible motive.
Uh-huh.
And then someone is going to say something, and then they're all going to think it's a great motive. That's how it's gone every single time, and I don't think this is going to be any different.
It's true.
When it comes to motives, money certainly is the gold standard, so to speak.
But 10 million really isn't nearly enough for what they're asking.
Right? Whether it's in a mystery novel or the real world.
But
What do you say?
There's no way we'd kill each other for money.
Of course.
She's right. You can't simply purchase a person's life.
The life being purchased would be your own.
Right?
I mean, remember, killing someone is killing everyone here. That's 10 lives.
You can say 10 million or however much. I don't give a crap. For serious.
Yeah, they're all right. Whether it's 10 million or any other amount of money. No, not even just money. From now on, no matter what you do, we won't kill our friends.
Come on. Stop trying to act tough.
You know, maybe the fact that it's only $10 million makes it that much more humiliating if somebody's gonna buy it, is what I was about to say, but that's maybe an unfortunate phrasing.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
The most important thing is to live a pure and moral communal life.
Oh, shut up. Monokuma disappeared, leaving his words on stage along with a massive sum of money. I mean, it is massive, but...
Not as big a number as you think it is.
I'm not saying it's not humongous. What I'm saying is... Oh, everybody knows what I'm saying at this point. For God's sake, don't take the damn money. There's nothing to worry about, right? Nobody would kill a friend for money, right?
Have you so quickly forgotten the lesson from last time? You can't judge others by your own standard. Yeah, there might be someone here who's having money problems.
Personally, I've earned over $1 million from my gambling efforts. My life is comfortable.
He for me? What about you?
No, nothing!
I'm a super popular content creator. I don't have any problem making enough to buy my comics and DVDs.
Yeah, he shouldn't ever need it.
Then... Just stop. Pressing others about their personal finances is ugly.
I mean, there's also no question that $10 million would change anybody's life permanently. But this just seems really weak compared to the other stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one of these people would actually be susceptible to this. Ugly!
On the one hand, it's good to see you back. On the other hand, you know.
Don't worry. Either way, whatever's going to happen will happen without warning. That is the nature of this game.
Joy, that's it for today, huh?
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Thinking about it from another direction, isn't it also kind of insulting for Monokuma to only offer 10 million? Consider, look at what he has at his disposal.
That's
10
true.
million is like pocket change, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he thinks that little of us, that's all he's willing to pay for his entertainment?
Yeah.
It's that time already, huh?
Hey,
Before we separate, let me remind you, starting tonight, I'll be leaving my room door open to make sure nothing happens to Alter Ego.
You know, everybody has said all of this stuff in front of cameras. I wonder if the cameras do have a microphone. Because if they do, then...
And this whole secrecy thing just went out the window. But just because my door is open, don't assume that will make me an easy target,
because
or the predator may suddenly find itself the prey.
Her voice was calm and composed, but it was clear she meant what she said.
Okay, let's everyone just head back to our rooms. And don't think about that whole money thing, got it? Good, then let's break.
Of course, Yasuhiro seems the most likely to want to take that.
Yeah?
Or it could have absolutely nothing to do with this motive, and Kiyotaka snaps because of
Yeah.
everything that's happened to him.
How was that? Pretty good, right, Taka? Right.
As soon as I was back in my room, I crawled into bed. Then there's Kiyotaka, of course, who also would be a really easy victim. Money. There's no way that's going to get anyone to kill anyone else. I told myself that, but deep in my heart, I was still troubled. After all, I thought the same thing last time about having our secrets revealed.
Yeah.
Even if the reason for it seems completely nonsensical, a murder can still happen. That's the lesson we learned. But this time it's different. I'm sure of it. Because of the program Chihiro left behind, alter ego, we finally have some small hope to grasp onto. As long as we have that, then I'm sure.
Oh joy! Little kids have it so easy. 'Cause they can put little in front of their name, and right off the bat, everyone thinks they're cute.
Huh.
Well, fine then. I want everyone to start calling me Little Monokuma. See, just by adding that, my cuteness goes up by at least, 10%, right? Yeah, the world doesn't have nearly enough littles. More littles would lead to the salvation of the world. Just imagine, little arsonist, little war criminal, little destruction of the environment.
I'm really trying to keep all this in perspective and figure out where they're going from here.
Uh-huh. Little hit and run, little death tax, little Great Depression.
Even the darkest subject can suddenly become brighter.
All of this seems to me like it's talking about Hifumi, if I had to narrow it to one individual.
Yeah.
Our dreams are expanding. Ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding dong, bing bong.
Bing bong King Kong.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine.
I suppose now is the free time before everything goes to hell.
Yeah.
Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Well then, I guess I should head to the dining hall. So something I want to say before we go on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've made my own position pretty clear in thinking that we need to be really active in trying to come up with something to do, right? But what I think Makoto is taking is just, blindness and naivete.
Mm-hmm.
Just this time.
Blind faith.
He's not doing anything.
Yeah.
There are things to do. There's always something to do. Good morning, Sakura.
Did you just wake up?
Yeah?
Waking up for our breakfast meeting is fine, of course, but getting up a little early is better. You can exercise in your room till nighttime ends. A big meal after working up a sweat is divine.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning! Good morning. You're kind of sweaty. Have you been exercising?
That's right.
Yup, me and Sakura were doing our morning workout. Oh, but I didn't break our nighttime promise. I just ran around my room till it ended. Why don't you come with us next time? I don't think I could keep up with you, or especially Sakura. You're really athletic. I'm not. And then there's Sakura. Oh, seriously? Boo. Well, we can do something in the rec room. I'm not good at much, but I do know how to play Othello.
Watch her be a god at Othello? Okay.
I'm not very good at that either, though. I don't like to think while when I'm playing, so I just sort of move at random and don't even follow the rules. Well, I see you're staking out some territory.
Good morning.
Morning.
Actually, it's a great morning. A morning that has blessed my entire future.
Feels like any other morning to me. I feel like I should walk away quickly before you tell me why this morning is so good for you. Because I have this sneaking suspicion, deep in the bowels of my soul, that I do not want to know why.
Maybe you can't tell, but my soul is positively overflowing with strawberries today.
Curiously, that fit with the whole bowels thing that I said a second ago.
I suppose so, yeah.
I wasn't really expecting. And second, I do not want to know. You are just confirming my concerns.
Well, I'm off.
That was bizarre. I mean, even for him. Wow, I thought I'd have to disengage, but he left. Oh, he's doomed.
So, the people here today are the same as yesterday, just us 7.
Still understand Toko hiding out in a room. That not only is she antisocial, but mortified.
Byakuya and Toko are a lost cause, but it looks like Taka's decided to stop coming for good, too.
He needs a little bit of time, but then somebody's got to go, beat it out of him, you know?
It's like he's just given up.
Look, even the rest of all of us Nimrods and Misfits, no one's given up. And he's stronger than that. There's no reason for him to give up. For people wound as tight as he is, when you snap hard. I wish there was some way to make him better. That is a really weird way to phrase that.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about beating it out of him, so I guess. On another topic, Kyoko, did everything go all right last night?
Indeed.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems.
Correct.
I went and checked on the laptop a little while ago, and there weren't any problems there either, but...
Kyoko seemed to hesitate, but...
It's related to this case, so I suppose I should be blunt.
Anyway.
I have to make a new rule. Using alter ego without permission is prohibited. Someone going in and out of the dressing room would draw unwanted attention from the mastermind.
It's true.
Oh.
I would have thought that would be obvious. Why do we need to make a rule about it?
Well.
That's a good question.
Hey.
Do you have any thoughts on that, Hifumi?
That would be the problem. He's not going to do anything... I was going to say, he's not going to do anything funny. Then I realized I couldn't say funny. Then it was, he's not going to do anything suspicious. But then I realized I can't say suspicious. But he's not going to do anything problematic. But anyway, it just keeps on going like this.
Oh.
No, it's just like you said. We all need to be very careful.
Wipe the drool off.
Huh?
Don't worry, man. It's best you don't figure this one out.
Whatever, let's just hurry up and eat. We don't have time to stand around slapping our lips. Jeez, why are you talking all like a pissed off drill sergeant all of a sudden?
So another thing, well, it's maybe not appropriate to mention right now, but too late. I already interrupted the flow. Toko, Kiyotaka, and Byakuya do not know about alter ego.
Weren't they in the room when they mentioned, like in the gym room? I guess they might not know exactly what's going on. Okay, I gotcha.
I mean, especially...
Like, they didn't really mention alter ego specifically?
Right, not only that...
Yeah.
But it's not unusual for a few people to go talk to another few people.
Yeah,
and,
okay, I gotcha.
You know,
that's
like
a good
Sakura,
point we should keep in mind.
Like Sakura said, Byakuya and Toko are lost cause. I mean, there's no getting Byakuya back. No, that was a graphical glitch. We ate breakfast in a rush, then headed back to our rooms.
So we can start the free time.
It's so heavy.
Let's go hang out with Kiyotaka.
I'm pretty sure we can't do that right now. So the only person that we missed the first event for is Byakuya.
Kyoko.
We haven't done Kyoko yet,
That's correct.
Because we were assuming that we wouldn't have a problem finding a chance to hang out with Kyoko.
Right. But considering all the other narrative assumptions we've made, all bets are off.
Well, let's wander about and look for Byakuya first, I guess. I still say that beating him up and throwing him somewhere would be the best way to keep him under control. After all the stuff he said, including threatening me, like,
right?
Oh, if I had firearms, I'd have killed you. He's openly threatened Makoto. Like, I just don't see what the use is in that. I suppose there is one thing that could bring Byakuya back.
Yeah?
And that would be some massive revelation that changes everything. My feelings about Byakuya are well known and quite clear, but I also do think that he probably hates Monokuma more than anyone else.
Probably, yes.
And is quite genuine in his desire to get rid of him. So, you gonna blow me off again?
I can't help but wonder who will commit the next murder. What do you think, Makoto? Who is going to kill whom?
I'm really concerned that Kiyotaka and Hifumi are the people going to be involved in some way.
Oh my god!
Well, let's do it!
It pains me to watch you. Do you really desire my affection so much?
No!
You're free to do what you will.
Maybe I'm looking for a weakness. You ever think about that?
Somehow.
Now to give him a present.
What on earth would he even possibly like?
Maybe I could take a dump in a bowl? I bet he'd take the coffee. I am not going to give you this. Now let's try the coffee. We'll just reload if he doesn't like it.
Okay.
Here, take this coffee, asswipe.
Now this is a rare moment. Coming from a noble family, I've never been exposed to such vulgarity. Interesting. I think I'll keep it.
Enjoy your cup of coffee! God!
That worked! I have a question for you.
You do?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore. So to answer my question, I need you to explain to me what exactly your Ultimate Lucky Student title means.
Well, I suppose I don't really know. So that can't be all that useful for you. Well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of normal students.
In other words,
So you just got into Hope's Peak by blind luck. I see. Well, that answers my question.
What was the question?
How a commoner like you, with absolutely no unique talents or abilities, could get into this school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in.
You know, I don't mind the insults, but I also wouldn't mind repeatedly kicking you in the nards and setting your hair on fire, so
I get that a lot.
boring, generic, it stings because it's true. Did you really have to list all of that off?
I could keep going,
Maybe not generic. You could have left that part off.
naturally.
but it's the truth.
Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent evil foe and all. But even I...
You seem to think it's merely an issue of title, but make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate.
In other words,
Which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection. Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact. Ultimate egoist.
Understood. Ultimate elitist. Got it. He is really taking this to the extreme.
You who have nothing, I who have everything. We are living proof that all men are not created equal.
Oi! Equal value!
You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed.
I hate you.
I'm so glad we decided to hang out with him.
We tried for so long to maybe restrain, at least my gut reaction, of despising you. It is what it is.
And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory.
To be fair, I mean, I am really expecting him to be one of the main cast members, whether for good or for ill.
Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you, to allow you to bask in my glory.
Great! I'll never hang out with you again.
Right?
Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today.
He's a raging douchebag.
No, we already knew that.
Oh, fair,
He didn't
fair.
learn it because he already knew. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared for extreme psychological trauma. I guess it's a great way to thicken your skin. Maybe his skill will actually give you more influence gauge. Or reduce the amount of damage you take.
Well, we got a skill from him, so let's just... Oh!
I did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass and went back to my room.
Let's find Kyoko. Oh,
Oh, sounds like someone's here.
I wonder if it's Kyoko.
Oh. Is there anything I can do for you, man? Kiyotaka?
Is it true? Can I really see Chihiro?
I guess he was listening. I just hope Byakuya wasn't. Toko I'm only concerned about in that she's unpredictable.
Yeah.
And might actually say something to Byakuya about it.
Yeah.
Or Jill would.
Right.
Potentially. But, I mean, other than that, really, Byakuya is the person who I really don't want knowing any of this.
Yeah, but if Toko knows, then Genocide Jill might know, and she might just stab up the computer out of spite.
Why?
Because it's Chihiro. She gets to kill him, so to speak.
Okay, well, it wouldn't be out of
she's
spite.
psycho!
It wouldn't be out of spite.
That's fair.
No, and her behavior is very predictable. So, like in regards to that. So that, actually, that could be believable. A chance to kill Chihiro. Without suffering any consequences, too. And alternately, I want to say that maybe if Byakuya did know, that would actually be a really good thing.
Uh-huh.
Because it might make him more patient or cooperative. But I have learned something else about Byakuya, which is that the moment I ever try to think anything positive about the guy, he comes back twice as bad as he was before. So I don't want him getting any worse. You mean alter ego?
He's still alive?
No, not quite.
Let me see. I want to talk to him.
You should go talk to Kyoko about that. Kiyotaka. The way he is now, there's no way I can explain what's going on to him. Kyoko said we're not allowed to use alter ego. But even so, I can't just leave him here like this. Well, why don't we get going?
Already breaking the first rule!
Why don't we just go talk to Kyoko first?
Right?
How convenient! You're right outside the door!
Just a second.
Where are you going?
Well, I was going to look for you, but I can't speak for Makoto.
Hey.
It's probably best if you don't drag him around with you too much, given his current condition.
Kyoko looked at Kiyotaka, standing behind me. Yeah, I know that. But, oh, Makoto,
come on!
Don't lie about this, and don't lie to Kyoko, of all people.
Yeah!
Why can't you just mention this with her? She'll shoot it down, sure. But what's Kiyotaka going to do? Is this actually going to help him?
Maybe.
But I don't think it's worth Makoto becoming untrustworthy in the eyes of some of the other students.
Especially Kyoko.
Yeah. But I was getting kinda hungry. I thought we could head to the dining hall or warehouse or something.
Well, then I guess that's okay.
I thought I saw a brief flicker of doubt, but maybe it was just my imagination.
No, she's on to you, buddy.
Why did you do this, you... Ugh! I've been trying to think. I just don't see anything good coming from this, or any real excuse that Makoto would have.
Yeah, me either, really. I mean, I don't think it's going to give him any kind of closure.
I mean, even if it does help Kiyotaka, it's like, I want to help him too, but this is something that's really important, and this could jeopardize that.
Yeah!
We don't know what Kiyotaka is capable of doing right now. I mean, what happens if we walk in there and he just smashes the thing?
Right? But we don't have an option. We don't have a choice.
Is that Toko?
Oh, you know better than that.
Oh, that 14-foot-long tongue? That ain't Toko.
What are you two up to? Don't tell me you're gonna.
Yes.
Having lost his new brother, Taka is ripe for the taking, so Makoto swoops in to steal him away.
See, this is why I was concerned that Makoto would be a potential victim.
Am I on fire?
I severely regretted talking to Genocide Jack, even if by accident.
But that doesn't matter right now. Have you seen Byakuya?
I was just with him, but I don't know where he is now, and although I can find people on my map, I can only do so when I have access to moving through the areas in which they could be, and I can't right now because I have an event to do. So if it weren't for the event, I'd tell you where Byakuya was. You completely followed that and think that's reasonable, right?
Probably. Good heavens, my love is being pushed to the limit. Dear God.
I almost feel bad for Byakuya, but then I realize it's Byakuya, and I feel no sympathy whatsoever. That's everybody. Time to go to the bath, then.
Wait, Damon, look over there! It's an obscure 70s super robot!
What? Where?
Quick, end the episode!